Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIBS Home School. This is Muhammad Imdadul Haq, Assistant Teacher of Mathematics, National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. Dear students, today I am here to conduct a math class of class 4. Our today's topic is fraction basic discussion. Fraction part 1. Basic discussion. This is the first class on the chapter fraction. Dear students, you can open your book at page 87 and today we will learn from page 87 to 93. Here in this chapter some topics we will read today. First one is what is fraction, then types of fraction, then equivalent fraction, then missing number. Then reducing into lowest term, it means that how can we reduce a fraction into lowest term, then fraction with common denominator, then comparison of fraction. These topics we will read today. The students, let us start. At first we have to know what is fraction. To understand fraction, I am drawing a figure here. This is a square. I have divided the square into 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have divided the square into 4 equal parts. If I take only one part from the total, we can represent this in this way. I have taken one part from the whole. If I take two parts, we can represent this 2 by 4. If I take 3 parts, then we can represent this 3 by 4. At first I have taken one part from whole, it means from total 4 part. Then I have taken 2 part from the whole, it means from 4 parts. Then I have taken 3 parts from the whole, it means that total 4 parts. Dear students, it means that this representation is known as fraction. It means that a fraction is the presentation. A fraction is the presentation of a part to the whole. A fraction is a presentation of a part to the whole. It means that a fraction represents a part of whole. Suppose I am 3 parts from 4. 4 means whole. So this is the fraction. So we can write a fraction represents a part of whole. So at first I can write the definition of fraction, then I will give the example. So write what is fraction. In short, we can write fraction. A fraction represents a part of whole. A fraction represents a part of whole. It means that I have divided this into 4 equal parts. If I take 3 parts from this, then we can write this 3. I have taken 3 from 4. In this way we can represent. So we can write the example of fraction. 1 by 3, 3 by 4, 1 by 4. We can represent in this way. So these are fractions. These are fractions. Okay, dear students, now I have to know types of fraction. Dear students, if I write a fraction that is 1 by 3, another fraction that is 3 by 3, another fraction that is 4 by 3. It means that here the number which is above the line, in case of fraction, the number or the part which is above the line is known as numerator, and this is known as denominator. Okay, dear students, if numerator is less than denominator, numerator is less than denominator, then the value of fraction is less than 1. Then the value of fraction is less than 1. So we can write fraction less than 1. One type. Type 1 is types of fraction. We can write here type 1. Fraction less than 1 or fraction smaller than 1. Fraction smaller than 1. Now, if numerator and denominator are same, it means equal, the value of fraction is 1. The value of fraction is 1. It means if numerator equal to denominator, then value of fraction is 1. That will be type 2. Type 2. So we can say this type of fraction is known as fraction equal to 1. Fraction equal to 1. Fraction equal to 1. Now type 3. Type 3. Here the numerator is greater than the denominator. In case of numerator is greater than the denominator. That is known as, in this case, the fraction is known as type 3 fraction larger than one. Fraction larger than 1. These 3 types is discussed in your book. Now, I will show 3 types of fractions. What will you read in class 5? These 3 types are, first one, that is proper fraction. Second one, improper fraction. And third one is mixed fraction. Dear students, proper fraction means the fraction which is smaller than 1. It means that numerator will be smaller than the denominator. In that case, the fractions are said to be proper fraction. Improper fraction, it means that the numerator will be greater than the denominator. It means that proper fraction is, we can write 1 by 3, 2 by 3, this type of fraction. And improper fraction is 4 by 3, 5 by 2, this type of fraction are known as improper fraction. Now another fraction here, that is mixed fraction. A mixed fraction is a fraction where a whole number and a proper fraction is expressed combinedly. It means combinedly, if we express a whole number with a proper fraction, it means that one integer 1 by 3. This type of fraction is known as mixed fraction. Here this one is known as whole number and 1 by 3 is the proper fraction. Dear students, I hope you have understood types of fractions, and then I will show you equivalent fraction. Okay, let us see equivalent fraction. Equivalent fractions. Okay, dear students, I am writing a fraction. Suppose that is 3 by 5. This is a fraction. Now if we multiply both the numerator by 2, both the numerator and denominator by 2, we will get another fraction, that will be 6 by 10. If we multiply both the numerator and denominator by 3, we will get 9 by 15. This 3 by 5, 6 by 10 and 9 by 15. In this way we may get a lot of fractions. These fractions are said to be equivalent fraction. Similarly, we can say if we divide both the numerator and denominator by the same number, we will get a fraction 3, 5. This fraction is also equivalent to this fraction or equivalent to this fraction. It means that if we multiply both the numerator and denominator, we may get equivalent fraction, or if we divide both the numerator and denominator by the same number, we will get equivalent fractions. Dear students, I hope you have understood equivalent fractions. Then now we will discuss missing number. It means that some fractions may be given. Here missing number we have to write. Suppose I am writing missing number. Suppose I am writing 3 by 7. This equal to, I am giving a blank here and I am writing here 14. Dear students, you have to find out the number which will be in the numerator, as here is a gap. This number is known as missing number, or you may have given the blank in the denominator also. 2 by 5. Blank may be given in the denominator also. How can we find out this? Dear students, you know the equivalent fractions. Applying the technique of equivalent fraction, we can find out the missing numbers here. Here 7 converted into 14. How can we get 14 from 7? From 7 we will get 14 if we multiply 7 by 2. It means that if we multiply the denominator by 2, we will get this denominator. So from the definition or technique of equivalent fraction, we can say we have to multiply both the numerator and denominator by the same number. It means that we have to, in that case, we have to multiply the numerator also by 2 to get the missing number. So if we multiply 3 by 2, we will get here 6. So here required missing number is 6. Now here the numerator is given, we have to find out the denominator. To find out the denominator, we have to apply the same technique. From 2 we will get 8. How can we get if we multiply by 4? So we have to multiply this one also by 4. So if we multiply, we will get here 5 4s are 20. So 20 is the missing number here. Dear students, I hope you have understood this topic, missing number. Then reducing into lowest term. Reducing into lowest term. Now I will show how can we reduce a fraction into lowest term. Suppose 24 by 32. 24 by 32 is a fraction. We have to reduce this fraction into lowest term. To reduce the fraction into lowest term, we can apply a technique. We can find out the HCF of the numerator and denominator. What will be the HCF? Now we can divide this by 2, 12, 16, again by 2, 6, 8, again by 2, then 3, 4. The students, HCF of 24 and 32 will be product of 2, 2 and 2. If we multiply this 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, we will get the HCF. The required HCF is 8. So if we divide both the numerator and denominator by 8, we will get the fraction into lowest term, or we can cut this 2 by 8. Cut means divide. Division we can show in this way. If we divide this by 8, we will get 3 here. If we divide this by 8, we will get 4 here. So the lowest term is 3 by 4. The required lowest term is 3 by 4. Now the next topic, fraction with common denominator. Fraction with common denominator. Dear students, if you observe here, I am writing some fraction. Fraction with common denominator. Fraction with common denominator. If I write here some fractions, 2 by 7, 1 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7. If you observe this fraction, here the numerators are different, 2, 1, 3, 4, these are the numerators, but denominator is always same. Denominator is always same. This type of fraction is known as fraction with common denominator. These types of fractions are known as fraction with common denominator. Sometimes the given fractions may not be the fraction with common denominator. It means the denominator may not be same. But you can convert that using some technique. You can convert that fractions into common denominator. In the next class, inshallah, we will learn that. Okay. Now, I will show you how can we compare some fractions. Comparison of fraction. Dear students, this topic is the last topic today, comparison of fraction. It means that we will compare here which fractions are smaller, which fractions are greater. Just we will compare, and we can arrange the fractions also. In this topic we learn that technique. Okay, to compare the fraction, we can observe the numerator and the denominator. Suppose these are the given fractions here. We want to compare these fractions. Here denominators of all the fractions are 7. It means the same denominator all the fractions have. To compare this fraction, when the denominators of the fraction will be same, then we have to consider the numerator. Suppose I am considering these two fractions, 2 by 7 and 1 by 7. Here denominators are same. Here denominators are same. If the denominators are same, the fraction will be larger whose numerator is larger. The fraction will be smaller whose numerator is smaller. So we can write here 2 is greater than 1. Therefore we can say, as the denominators are same, so we can say 2 by 7 is greater than 1 by 7. In this way we can compare any two fractions whose denominators are same. Suppose we are considering last two fractions, 3 by 7 and 4 by 7. Here 3 is smaller than 4. As the denominators are same, the fraction will be smaller if the numerator is smaller. Dear students, I think you have understood in case of common denominator. Okay, now I will show how can we arrange this fraction. Suppose we want to arrange all this fraction. If we want to arrange all this fraction, we have to compare all the numerators as the denominators are same. Now arrange. We want to arrange smaller to larger. Suppose, so we have to arrange the numerators smaller to larger. Now here 1 is in this fraction, so we can write 1 by 7 is smaller. 2 here, so 2 by 7 is smaller. 3 here, 3 by 7 is smaller than 4 by 7. It means that if the denominators are same, we can arrange the fraction easily. If just we arrange the numerators. Okay, dear students, sometimes numerator may be also same. Sometimes numerator may be also same. Suppose 5 by 3, 5 by 2, 5 by 4. These are three fractions here. Here the numerators are same. To compare these three fractions or to arrange these three fractions, we have to know if the numerators are same, then the fraction will be smaller whose denominator is larger. Here 4 is larger than 3, 4 is larger than 3 and 3 is larger than 2. So the fraction 5 by 4 will be smaller than 5 by 3 and 5 by 3 will be smaller than 5 by 2. Dear students, I think you have understood our today's topic. Keep practicing at home. Abide by your parents. Stay home. Stay safe. Thank you all. See you again. Inshallah. Allah Hafiz.